Sorry, now that I know, because this is me right here, that the people had sat there and falsified my identification, right? Now that I know a lot of the stuff that had happened while we were here, a lot of the stuff like the amnesty bag and stuff that we got, because what it is the people in the neighborhood sitting there and trying to act like they're us. And I'm just sorry because every time I notice, okay? Because I know that I'm me. And they've been trying to pretend that I'm some white woman with red hair or blonde hair because I'm not Layla that was working at Family Dollar. I'm sorry. But they need to sit there and know that this is me and that you actually talked to me and nobody else when you came over here. You came over here because of the rent, okay? Well, here's the rent.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and then I needed something for Elena about her work, and I needed something about her so she can get her ID because I found my ID.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is her proof of residency. I filled out the part I need to fill out.
Okay.
She just needs to fill out that top part and sign it and date it.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And this is what they gave me for her work.
Okay.
If they need something more detailed, because obviously it was extended due to COVID.
Yeah, that's what she
Let me
said.
know, and I will get something for you. Okay.
Okay.
But that's what they gave me for now.
Okay, and I've been trying to email you everything that's been going on and stuff, and I just was making sure you look so cute, Daniel and Dion. That I just wanted to make sure that what is it that I needed to mention? Oh, that your email didn't work because I've been trying to email you stuff and nothing had been going through.
Okay.
Yeah, because I did it to the Michelle M at homefully.org.
That should be it.
Okay.
Because I sent you those two, the one thing for the lawyer.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is my email. I will try to look into seeing if you're not able to, does it say something specific when it doesn't go through?
Yeah, it just says it's just it failed.
Okay.
Yeah, and I've emailed like the Department of Job and Family Services, and I also emailed like Ben, and all that went through. It's just only on yours that it didn't go through. And I really need you to know the information that Ben already knows, like about the dog that ain't ours, because we never had a dog, and that every time that I sit here and cut my grass, somebody lets their dog out, and the dog just happens to keep on running back over here. And like the last time, the lady over there at the White House, she was sitting there and she ended up calling the police and stuff over a dog that ain't mine. And I just told Ben that yes, what I'll end up doing is ending up suing the people that's outside because of the fact that they know that that dog isn't mine. We've been here since at the end of 2010. And so what that is a fake situation for when it's a fake situation for when they try to match my records with the stuff at Family Dollar, because I know that the white girl that was working there, Layla, who was Elizabeth Robinson, I know that while she was working there, because she was a white lady with blonde hair, that she had the dog warden come to the job. And I'm just saying, I wasn't there because I'm not her, but I never had a dog in Middletown either. And I know that there was some kind of situation anyway where people was sitting there and talking and saying a whole bunch of stuff where they knew that that wasn't me. And now that I know that that was saying on there, now Ohio Department of Job and Families, they sit there and they fixed our records, okay? And I'm thankful for that and everything.
Yeah.
But still, Family Dollar, that don't give them an excuse, because I feel like we're getting like where do we live at and shit like that, or who is doing what where, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just letting you know that when we're sitting here and I have to keep on saying I'm Carla Ricketts, I know why I'm saying that now.
Yeah.
That's not that's more than a mental illness. Now I'm insane now, because now I found out why I feel this way. Because now that I know that I didn't have to work at Family Dollar from 2/2 of 2017, when I found out that that person quit working there at that Family Dollar in Middletown, and we're in Dayton, Ohio now, that they quit working in Middletown on 8/22 of 2018, they knew that that wasn't me. And at that time, when they stopped working, we got this house over here. And so that little whatever kind of excuses that they were making, right, I'm just making sure that everybody knows, right, from the beginning of what happened, because the only reason why I am feeling this way about my identity took away is because of some situation that Middletown, Ohio did. Yeah. And so when I notice that different cars are parked at the ends of these streets, right? At the end of those streets, that don't make this street a different street, because my sign is still the same. I'm just saying, for when you decide that you have to go visit somebody else or something like that, that it's still only me that's Carla Ricketts. Nobody else is Carla Ricketts. And that's kind of hard to kind of keep on saying until that's resolved, because not until I know who was the one who did it, I won't know exactly who did it until I know who was the one working under my name. Because for right now, it could have been a black woman, it could have been a white woman, I don't know, because every time I sit there and it comes out, it always seems that way. You heard me? Because I know that you got red hair, right? The lady over there, she has red hair too, and her kids. None of my kids have red hair in my house, I'm just saying. Or blonde, because they all try to come outside too like that. And I'm just saying, my husband didn't marry the redhead lady. He married me first in 2013, and my daughter is the older daughter, and hair length does not determine who was the one who got assaulted in Middletown, Ohio. That wasn't my kids, that was me. And I don't think that's fair that people are trying to coordinate to try to make it look like it was one of my kids, so they could be like, oh, she did it and she was wrong, she was a bad mom. No, that shit's over now. Once I sat there and found out that they sit there and took my identity, there's a lot of games that have been playing with us this whole time that wasn't quite funny. And I'm just saying, I noticed too on the different streets they try to come by. I'm just saying, I'm not going to be the dumb one, because I'm going to make sure that they know who was the one sitting there trying to be like, oh, it must have been a red hair lady that lived over there. Because later on today, when it's a red hair lady doing something wrong, they're not getting ready to say it was the red hair lady that came from my house. Okay, I'm just saying. Or a blonde lady that came from my house, because only me and my 4 kids live here. And I'm just saying, it's kind of hard to distinguish that until I'm going to always act like that until Family Dollar determines who was the one that they allowed under my name to work over there, because I haven't worked no 18 hours working here in Dayton, Ohio. I shouldn't have it where I'm working anywhere in Dayton, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? I didn't graduate school here. I didn't graduate college here. All my records from my Social Security disability is from over here. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Not from my disability, I applied over here in Dayton, Ohio, but my work record is in Kentucky. Yeah, and I'm not from this area, right? So for all the cars that want to sit there and play and park and turn around and shit like that, that's stuff that's coming back from that Family Dollar mess. Because once we left out of there on 6/6 of 2018 to come up to that homeless shelter, it shouldn't have been nobody living in that house at 2100 Queen Avenue to sit there and play in the empty lot that was next door to our house. Because whatever they were doing at Family Dollar, and then after we left out, the police was supposed to actually come in there and take everything out of that apartment, not let other people from Family Dollar who was pretending to be me come into that house and go all in that yard and shit and pretend like they were drug dealers. And I don't think that's funny, because I applied for my medical marijuana license, and I did that honestly, not for somebody to sit there and network like I was the people that was in Middletown and then turn around and give me a bag that said amnesty on it. A tote bag that said amnesty on it from you all. Because by the time I got that bag, all those crimes that was done in Middletown, Ohio was already done under my name. Then I didn't think that was fair, because you all knew that we were at the shelter. I'm just saying. I don't know what else you want to say. Me and my kids, we're not going to be okay until they figure out who sit there and took our identity. Okay, and so I know you want to bring up the kids. Well, none of us are going to be okay, because all those accusations that came from that person that was sitting there stealing my identity, what happened was when they stole my identity and did all that stuff under my name, when that comes to us and me, and I find out, that's what made our reputation bad, not listening to somebody else who don't know nothing. I'm just saying, for the people who want to be like, oh, we seen this, you didn't see a guy. I'll tell you, the people who are contributing to the defamation, they can get sued too, because they freaking knew that we weren't those people. I'm just saying. And so I'm just saying that's an important thing to mention while we're out here, because you know what I'm saying, everybody, look, I had a career, not a job. So for me to sit there and have my career be like that, and all because Family Dollar want to sit there and pretend, you know that when they pretend and stuff like that, and they sit there and do stuff like that, you know, when it came time for me And Lena, when we first was at the shelter and we went to go to Sinclair College, right? You know, they took my information as us going there. You know that? And that started, we was already at the Sinclair College already before 8/22/2018.
Yeah.
Let me repeat that. 8/22/2018. We was already attending the school over there. I'm just saying, for when the people want to act like who was who and who was talking to who, because you wasn't talking to nobody at a blue house. You was talking to somebody here at this house. And those balloons were Lena's, because her birthday was yesterday and she turned 20.
Oh.
Yeah, she went with her friend DeAndre.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I just left them up till she got back because it's her birthday. She was here yesterday, you know, she's here,
Yeah.
she lives here. She sit there, and I just made sure, because after yesterday, after she sat there and, you know, we did all our birthday stuff for her birthday because she's 20, that then she went ahead and she's 20.
Yeah.
Aren't you like 25?
Yep.
Yeah, right. So she got to have her birthday. I didn't kick her out, but I told her, you're 20 and you need to go on out there. It's your birthday.
Yeah.
So she went out there with her friend. And he's been nice to her as far as I know, you know. And so, I mean, I had gotten a letter in the mail, what was it, a couple days ago, about from the Department of Transportation or some shit about Dante Willis or something like that. I made sure to put that in the return mail and made sure I wrote down that no man lives at this address. No vehicle should be registered at this address, 4260 Thompson Drive, Dayton, Ohio, 45416. Nobody should be sitting there and having their vehicle registered over here. And I made sure to also write on there that Breonna Taylor didn't write this, because I know that they've been playing about shit like that because of that little dog situation. Because then when he sat there and ran I sat outside when he ran my name and shit, because I don't have no criminal record anywhere, and I would love to have seen if he sit there and wanted to say if there was one anywhere, because I don't have one anywhere. So I'm just saying I have to make sure I mention that, because they always want to stop over there by that I'm gonna say they always want to stop over there where that black car, but usually it's not a black car right there. Usually it's a gray car and their Evans white truck right there, because it doesn't matter who is parked where or if somebody's missing from somewhere, right? I'm just telling you who ain't me and who is me, and who Michelle is talking to is me. I'm just saying me, because even if I didn't have a mask on, you could still tell it's me, because of the fact that, yes, I do have stuff on my forehead that determines me different from everybody else. I'm just saying, because everybody else has a straight, and it doesn't matter with my kids, they're all straight, only I have that. So for me, that is my identifier, that you were talking to me and not to anybody else on this street, because this is Thompson Drive, right?
Yeah.
And up this is Thompson Drive. I'm making sure on my video that they see, and going up that way is Boggs Avenue, right? I noticed what they've been doing to try to mix up the streets though, because what they've been doing is taking the street signs, like over there on the corner over there where it's Otis and Beatty. They sit there and they've scribbled out the little S so it only says Oti on there. I went back over there the other day walking back home, and then all of a sudden the shit's fixed. Yeah, because really it's against the law to sit there and take street signs off that, okay? I went to go donate the other day, and I noticed on Detroit Avenue they just went ahead and just took that whole thing off of there. And I didn't think, oh, it was just up here. You can't sit there and try to take a sign off and think that nobody's going to know that still ain't Detroit Avenue way over there. I'm just saying, because still on Google it's still going to be the same regardless. I'm just saying. Yeah, but for the people that's sitting there playing and stuff, it's not an okay situation for them to keep on playing who is who, because I feel that with the whole street. I feel that with the whole street, and I'm not going to sit there and change until I sit there and I know that who it was, because to me it looked like quite a damn few people, and I'm just saying, or people trying to cover up for somebody else because they don't want them to get in trouble. But you know what, it doesn't matter if they don't want them to get in trouble, okay? If they sit there and they did that, they have to go to jail, okay? And that's the right thing to do. That's not something that's a game with people's lives. You can't take somebody's identity. That's a federal offense. Okay, and it doesn't matter if they want their buddies to not get in trouble. Their buddies shouldn't have went under my name. It doesn't matter my status. I don't give a damn about that. They should not, because if you go to work and then you don't work there anymore, nobody else at that job should be Michelle Miller. Correct? Yeah, and that's the correct thing, regardless. And they should have knew that. So yes, I'm gonna have problems because somebody did that, and somebody keeps on doing that too. Because not only that, I noticed that I get Amazon, okay, and I knew I started my Amazon is with my name. But somebody else, if they're getting an Amazon and it says Carla Ricketts on there with a C or something like that, or in some other different kind of variation, there shouldn't be nobody in this whole neighborhood. In Dayton, Ohio, there shouldn't be no other Carla Williams except for me. I'm just saying. And that means that when somebody is getting a delivery over there, wherever, they are not Carla Ricketts. Only if it comes to 4260 Thompson Drive, Dayton, Ohio, is that for me. And really, on that Dante Willis piece of paper, I made sure to write on there too that don't write townships on there, because that's not getting ready to let you all, not you personally, but when they sit there and try to write Trotwood, Ohio, that looks like treason between you guys on the government side. When you say Dayton, Ohio, that looks correct. You say Trotwood or Harrison Township, you all look like y'all are deceiving the government. I'm just saying. Everything should say Dayton, Ohio. I don't give a fuck what township you live at. And that's the same thing as if it was in Louisville, same thing as if we was living in Paris. But right now we live in Dayton, Ohio. There's townships everywhere in America. Nobody puts down a fucking township as Dayton, Ohio. And it's not going to be nobody's excuse, not even a police officer. And my dad was a military police officer when he was living, and that is still no excuse trying to put down a township, because what that means is you trying to say that I live at 4260 Thompson Drive in Trotwood, but then you're going to have a 4260 Thompson Drive, Harrison Township. That's not going to work. What that's going to mean is whoever's writing that's going to lose their job. Whoever got a problem with it, they're going to lose their job. And I made sure to write on there accountability, because townships don't count, so that way the Department of whatever transportation can get that information, because Breonna Taylor did not write none of that. I did. And I don't think that shit's funny to try to sit there and try to accuse somebody of doing stuff all because of Family Dollar, for that to come back on me. Because what that is a big lawsuit for Family Dollar. It doesn't matter that Ohio Department of Job and Family Services, they fixed it. Don't get me wrong. But their part is fixed. Yeah. But Family Dollar's part ain't never going to be fixed, because that already happened. Okay, that already happened, and it already happened under my name. So yes, we are a little distressed about that. Yeah. Yes, because it was other things that was on there too about race. They didn't non-white. They didn't try to put down I wasn't married. My husband and the lawyer tried to send me some paperwork that says I needed to sign something about a property settlement agreement. That's not what the hell you sign when you get a divorce. It says supposed to say divorce decree on the top. Yeah. So I made sure to sit there and text Mr. James Williamson from Louisville, Kentucky. I made sure to let him know, well, if you're trying to get me to sign that piece of paper, I'm not getting ready to sign that at all, because I don't know what you mean when you say property settlement agreement, because I don't own no property nowhere. We went to a homeless shelter. So if we went to a homeless shelter, what in the hell makes them think that I had property? I'm just saying, right? If you have property, what the hell are you going to a homeless shelter for? Me. Why am I going to a homeless shelter for? Why am I going, if I own property, why am I going to a homeless shelter for? Yeah. And on 6/6/2018, why did we go to the homeless shelter on Apple Street for? 120 Apple Street. Why we go there for? So all that stuff that they all sit there and whatever money that they had gotten from Family Dollar, you know, this house over here, I'm getting ready to say, because I need you to look. Yeah. You know, that's not our yard, right? Yeah. So when you see that the trampoline and the tent and stuff, canopy, bicycles, because I ain't bought my kids no bicycles for outside, no matter if it was here or in Middletown, in Dayton, Ohio, or in Middletown. Not no four-wheelers, not no motorcycle. We didn't buy none of that. So if somebody sit there and they purchase that stuff off my name, that right there, all they have to do, because those are major purchases, all they have to do is go on those cameras and see who bought that. Yeah. To see who sit there and did that under my name. I mean, there's plenty of ways to sit there and catch somebody who sit there and worked, who sit there and did that, because Family Dollar paid on a debit card that I still have from my employment. So once after that, those dates that somebody bought stuff, They should have knew better because, I mean, I'm just telling you, because they had to get paid out in some way to sit there and say that. And not to mention that, but they wanted to skip my employment. Hey, what am I going to say? Thank goodness I didn't put down I was a nurse on none of that, so they wouldn't know that I was looking so whore. Yeah, because that's what it is. I didn't put I was a nurse, so they thought it was going to be real cute just to do whatever they wanted to do. But no, I'm sorry. So they sit there, Daniel, Dion! So when they sit there and put on the Family Dollar at $8.22, they skipped my employment at Myers and they skipped it at Taco Bell too. You know what I'm saying? So there was a reason why they did that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know what else to tell you, Michelle, but that's really a gist of it because you haven't been here. Mm-hmm. And then not only that, you had Lucy come over here, right?
Yeah.
Lucy in the white car, and every time it came Tuesday and she came in the white car, everybody thought that I had a white vehicle. So the other day when I sit there and I ordered DoorDash finally, right, it was a white car, and then everybody in the middle of the night was driving around in a white motherfucking car, stopping over here, stopping over there, stopping right there, like that shit was like we asked somebody to come back over here, and we did not. And I'm just saying, for every vehicle that tries to, I'm just saying, even Ben's vehicle, you know what I'm saying? He was parked right there to go, but then later on that day, everybody's over there, a blue car, a blue car, a blue car, a blue car, I mean, a blue SUV. And I didn't think that was, you know, I know why, because somebody stole my identity. That's why. And it's just important for us to sit there and know who actually did that.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to tell you. I gave you the rent, and you gave me this paperwork that I can give, because this is what they needed right here. And they needed something for my rent too, but I had that already. That said that it was $16 already, because I took a picture of that when Lucy took that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this is really all that they needed. And Atlanta needed her ID.
Okay.
And then I needed, I didn't need my ID because I found my ID. Okay. Is this y'all's new address on Gettysburg?
Yes, yep, that's our new address.
Okay.
So that, if anything needs to get sent to us, that will be the address to do it to.
Okay.
Yep. And I put my phone number and my email just in case they need to contact me.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, because it's terrible. Because I don't want nobody to lose their job or anything, but it is terrible when people are networking stuff that was wrong information and then turning around and being like, you know, can we help you? And then really it's just to try to deceive, to try to make it look like the other person was me. I'm just saying that's kind of rough, because in between you and there was other people that came. I'm just saying, it just makes it kind of look kind of bad. Yeah. It just makes it look kind of bad, because with the bad networking from Middletown, Ohio, it doesn't make it look good from all the stuff that I have been complaining about here, and made it look like that person came and lived in this neighborhood. They found a house or something in this neighborhood to try to make it look like they were the one that were living here. And that's why they're trying to deceive which house I'm living at. Yeah, I don't know what else, but that's pretty much a gist of it. And then I'm trying to send you the emails. And you said the email should be working?
It should be. I've been receiving emails, but I haven't gotten one from you.
Okay. Yeah, I tried earlier. Okay. I'll try later too.
And let me know. Just text me if it doesn't work again, and I'll look into it and see what's going on.
Okay.
Because it should be working. And I can even... Would it be helpful if I texted you my email just in case, so you could try it from there?
I mean, yeah, you can. Okay. Yeah, you can. Okay, but I had used the one that you had sent me an email, and I got your email, but I tried to send it back and wouldn't go.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Like I said, if you want to try it again, and if it doesn't work, just let me know, and I'll figure out what's going on.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And then I will be dropping this off. Once I leave from here, I'll drop this off.
Okay. Okay. I think I did sign it. Will you check it? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
I did. I know I kept the other thing though. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
You did sign it. Yep.
Okay.
Would you rather?
What?
Next week, would you rather me do a phone appointment or do a home visit again?
It doesn't matter. All I can say is I should have stayed a little bit away from you, because earlier this week we were a little sick. Okay. Just telling you. Okay, so maybe the phone interview might be better, because like I said, we were this week, so I don't know what to say. But I'm glad you wore your mask and stuff. That's all I can say. Okay. But I mean, like I said, I got better. And Dion was sick, and you see he got better. But I'm just saying, you never know what kind of. I mean, we got better. It could have been just a cold, but then again, it could have been COVID. I don't know. We just got better. Just have a good immune system.
No.
Yeah. So.
But
See.
yeah. So I'll do then next week at 1 I'll do a phone appointment.
Okay.
And then I'll ask you, again if you'd rather which one you'd rather do the next week. So.
Okay.
And just let me know if you can't email me still.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Michelle. Daniel, Dion. Have a good time. Okay, come get my chair real quick, and then you can sit out. You can play out here. Huh? Did you get HLH 8384? And that's Michelle's license plate number.
Mommy, can I change to a new pants?
You can change to new pants? Yeah, you can. Go ahead. Go put your shorts on. I just want you to look nice, okay? And Michelle left at 1:26.